Have you ever had someone, particularly a difficult person, living rent-free in your head? I did in my dysfunctional marriage. I tried to figure out what was wrong with me, with us. I read umpteen books, watched endless videos. I went to many therapists. I attended 12-step groups like Al-Anon and Codependence Anonymous, as well as I kept my nervous system regulated through yoga and meditation. Now I understand that those of us who are in these situations like I was either need to radically accept this situation and learn to enact healthy boundaries or leave. Many of us choose to never leave because we know that the consequences will be brutal. And they are often very brutal. My personal decision was to get out, but that was only after 15 years. I had definitely allowed this difficult person to live rent-free in my head with little peace. I would ruminate about, why is he like this? How can I change myself to make this work? Self-betrayal was my stew, and I had no awareness of boundaries during the relationship. In Codependence Anonymous, I learned to keep the focus on myself, and that was great advice. I stopped focusing on how bad he was and started focusing on myself. Now I understand that trying to understand what happened can be an obsession that keeps us away from our own buried feelings. I looked at my own savior complex, rescuing tendencies, and patterns that I had developed in childhood as a parentified child. I looked at my inner and outer critic, and I took ownership of these. I processed my toxic shame, fear, sadness, and hurt that had brought me to this relationship in the first place. I discovered that we were often attracted to what we bury. We attract our shadows. I had shadowed out my own power and agency onto the difficult person. I worked on what was buried and those buried emotions and was able to bring them online. Those parts of myself that I had to hide from shame. As I did this, some joy and buoyancy arrived as a result. One of the greatest gifts in reversing emotional repression is that I'm no longer giving space rent-free to someone else in my head in an unhealthy dynamic. Now it is available for more peace, joy,